And I can appreciate the fact that a late notice like this is difficult. Certainly indicates poor planning on our part. I don't think it rises to the level of unethical, however. Thank you.
I just want to reiterate that this is already a 25% cut.
Any other comments from council? Okay, I've got a motion and a second to table the item. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Roll call?
Councilmember Coaston?
No.
Councilmember Russell?
Yes.
Councilmember Delavar?
Yes.
Councilmember Greenlee?
No.
Councilmember Morris?
No.
And Councilmember Shoemaker?
Yes.
So this would be the situation where the mayor could break the tie?
And I vote no. Motion does not carry. I've got a motion and a second to authorize the mayor to sign the professional services agreement. Any other council discussion on that motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Roll call?
Councilmember Coaston?
Aye.
Councilmember Russell?
No.
Councilmember Delavar?
No.
Councilmember Greenlee?
Aye.
Councilmember Morris?
Aye.
And Councilmember Shoemaker?
No.
Involves an appropriation. Can I break the vote?
I don't think it does involve an appropriation. I think the appropriation is when it was budgeted. This is a contract. You know, I think you could break the tie.
Mayor votes aye. Motion carries. Next item, Agenda Bill 183, excuse me, 18610, the annual lease agreement with the Children's Home Society Social Services Center. Jennifer?
Thanks, Mayor Guard,
Trevor,
Council.
sorry.
Most of the items in the lease agreement have been discussed already. As discussed, it's $1 annually. As part of that, city's responsible for janitorial services, cleaning the parking lot, landscaping, garbage, recycling, elevator maintenance, licensing, routine maintenance and repairs of the building. Term of the lease is January 1, 2011 through December 31st, 2011. Recommended action this evening, authorize the mayor to sign the 2011 office building lease with the Children's Home Society.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to authorize the mayor to sign the 2011 office building lease with the Children's Home Society. Council discussion?
I just reiterate what I made, the arguments I made in the last time. Again, this is an agency that duplicates other nonprofits within the community in the services they provide. We are giving them a $1 a year lease to be in that building, plus all the things that Mr. Trevor Evers had mentioned. And we still have not seen the actual grant that we received, the wording with that. So, I think to vote and move this forward, I think is not being prudent.
Mr. Mayor.
Michael?
I think there are a couple of points that might be important to notice. With regards to the discussion tonight, I can see where the votes will lie, but one thing, just food for thought on this discussion, is the dilemma of the thing that is seen versus the thing that is unseen. This is a dilemma that was explained by economist Henry Hazlitt, in which he was basically saying that when you have something that is seen, it's far easier just to accept its existence as the only thing that matters, versus the thing that is unseen, which would be whatever solution comes up, what other community arrangements are made in absence of this particular agreement. With regards to, see, I lost my train of thought there. Anyway, that's the only point I wanted to bring forward at this time, and I yield the floor.
Other council comments? Dave?
Point of clarification, if I may. You indicated that it's okay to support the infirm with a gift of public funds?
The Constitution, state constitution says poor and infirm.
Poor and infirm.
Either poor and infirm or poor or infirm. I'm not sure which.
Can you define infirm for me?
And I'd have to look at the case law and see what they've, how they've done that, I don't know.
I don't think it's worth going to that kind of effort,
Probably
but
not.
thank you.
Other council comments? Okay, I've got a motion and a second to authorize the mayor to sign the 2011 office building lease with the Children's Home Society. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Roll call?
Councilmember Quistin?
Aye.
Councilmember Russell?
No.
Councilmember Delavar?
No.
Councilmember Greenlee?
Aye.
Councilmember Morris?
Aye.
And Councilmember Shoemaker?
Mayor votes aye, motion carries. Dave and Jennifer, would you coordinate getting in contact with Children's Home Society and Bridget and make sure that we have them on the agenda for the January 10th work session? Next item, Agenda Bill 18910, the SR 14 WashDOT Interchange Concurrence Letter. Mr. Evers.
Thank you, Mayor Guard. Staff has submitted a design concurrence letter for the SR 14 Camas Washougal add lanes and build interchange project for Washington Department of Transportation. The plan sheets have been provided to show the final design elements, including improvements located in the City of Washougal right-of-way. City of Washougal's signature agrees that the design as shown on the attached plan sheets is acceptable to the city. Included with this agenda bill is a draft technical memorandum from Wallace Engineering summarizing their findings and their recommendation to sign the DOT letter of concurrence. Additional highlighted right-of-way maps from Wallace Engineering and SR 14 aerial maps give an overhead view of the referenced area and are attached to provide further information. Recommended action this evening, authorize the mayor to sign the Washington Department of Transportation SR 14 Camas Washougal add lanes and build interchange project design concurrence letter.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to authorize the mayor to sign the letter. Council discussion? Dave?
I'm concerned here that the design limits the access to existing Washougal businesses along the frontage roads bordering the highway. We weren't able to resolve that in the discussions these last couple of months.
Other items from council?
Mr. Mayor. With regards to this agenda bill, I rise in support of the bill. A couple of weeks ago, I would have voted against it. After the workshop, I believe that with regards to our design concurrence letter, on one level, it's kind of futility to vote against it since they can just use eminent domain and take the right of way anyway. However, having said that, one thing that I wanted to point out is that it's interesting to note that promises of future improvements or future development are just promises. And if we take a look at the West Slough Bridge as an example, the supports were originally built to support 4 lanes. And if I understand the discussion correctly, now we can't add the extra 2 lanes simply because the new standards say, hey, you have to have supports that support a 1,000-year event, which these supports won't. So they would have to retrofit the columns or the base, or I'm not sure exactly what the technical term is, but you know, the thing comes up from the ground to the actual bridge in order to expand it to 4 lanes instead of just 2. And I think this is a good object lesson for us to be aware of for any project that we come up against where we anticipate increased capacity down the road. I-205 is another good example, and forgive me if I get the details wrong, but I believe that where the center of the